This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. Hello, everybody. Everybody doing well? Well, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. I know many of you would be a bit disappointing that we haven't seen action yet in the CONCACAF Women's Under-20 Championship, but CONCACAF are working through the permutations, so don't worry, guys. We'll get updates on that quite shortly. I know the kickoff was supposed to start 10 minutes ago, but we'll get further updates in due course. We'll see if we'll have a situation where a match in itself will be, for an example, points are shared, because remember, you'll have another group taking part tomorrow, and the Reggae Girls have another game on Friday. So we'll see if the points are shared, and we'll certainly have more updates as they come. All right, so let's get into the title of this video as well. First of all, big up to everybody that is in the chat, and I encourage you guys as well to let me know where you guys are commenting from. I look forward to that as well. I like when you guys tell me where you're from, like the state or the city and the state or the country. Yeah, looking forward to that. Raina Lewis says, good evening, Simon. Hey, hope you're doing well. Mr. Galaxy says he's got a big role to play. All 23 will have a big role to play. Daniel Rickett says, good evening. Give us some good news. Always we'll do that for sure. Always we'll do that. Wayne Carnegie says, blessings, Simon's blessings. Hope you're doing well. And Wayne Carnegie says, up and running. So Leon Bailey did an interview quite recently with an American outlet in terms of the sporting outlets, and he spoke about the summer that lies ahead. Because remember, not only is the Gold Cup in the United States this summer, but Aston Villa will also have their preseason tour in the summer. And he spoke about the excitement that lies ahead, and I'm really keen to get into that so that you guys have the information there. Wayne Carnegie says, Montreal, Canada. Ah, très bien, monsieur, très bien. USA, Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, Omar Brown says, a bless up, Simon. Jamaica, Queens. Okay, that's New York. All right, cool. New York in the house. All right, so let me get right into the matter, guys. But you guys can let me know in the comments as well in relation to which city you guys are commenting from. So Leon Bailey, in the interview, he spoke about the summer that lies ahead. But prior to that, he spoke about having Unai Emery and what's the reason why Aston Villa are 7th in the table and in a position right now where they're competing for a title. I know today Brighton defeated they drew with Manchester City. Brighton won, Manchester City won. So that means that Brighton can finish no lower than 6th position within the league. Aston Villa, they're 4 points adrift of Brighton. So the highest that Aston Villa can finish seventh, which is still fine because they can still qualify for the UEFA Europa Conference League, which is European football. And remember at the press conference 2 years ago, August 2021, Leon Bailey spoke about getting Aston Villa to play European football was one of his big ambitions. And here we are 2 seasons having this sort of conversation. So we're very happy about that tremendously. So now that we have that all sorted and all wrapped up now, Aston Villa, we know a victory over Brighton and Hove Albion on the weekend will mean that they'll play Europa Conference League football next season. So Tottenham Hotspur would not play European football. Well, we'll have to see depending, if the winner of the Manchester United Manchester City game, both teams finishing in the top four, that means possibly even eighth would go to the UEFA Europa Conference League. But we'll see. But for now, if Aston Villa finish seventh, then they will be playing European football. That's for sure. All right. So what Leon Bailey said was imperative, and I'm very happy for you guys. King Blacks, Leon says Manas, Florida. Claudia says Florida paying attention. Okay, thank you very much. So a question was asked Leon Bailey in relation to what has led Aston Villa to be on the cusp of European football, and he said that the manager has been a major influence on that. And what was mentioned quite often from Leon was the point about enjoying football. So Unai Emery has created an environment where he's enjoying coming. And you could see it in the Instagram photos, right? When you look at Aston Villa's Instagram page and you see the smiles on Leon Bailey's faces and you see the excitement and you see the training drills, everybody laughing and joking in the warm-up and how they're able to execute. I mean, it's the best feeling in the world when you're in an environment where you're appreciated and also that you're comfortable in. And I know many people would agree with that as well. When you go to your average work and you're in an environment that you are comfortable in, doesn't it make doing your job easier? Or I should say, if it's not easier, but make it more enjoyable. And that is essentially what Leon Bailey is saying. He's in an environment that he loves his football, and we're very happy about that. And I'm very pleased that he is happy, because once he's happy, it's great. I want all Jamaican football players to be happy, all of them to be happy in their environment they're in. And I want them to be at clubs where they are happy. So that's my ambition. Well, not ambition, but I would say hope, to have all Jamaican players at, in environments where they're happy, they're thrilled, they're excited, and they're looking forward to the future that lies ahead, So that's what I'll say from that sort of standpoint, and looking forward to what lies ahead, And again, I know people in the comments are waiting and seeing, well, what's going on with the under 20 girls games. But you see, the reality of the situation, guys, some persistent rain in the Dominican Republic right now. So just be patient, and further updates will come from CONCACAF in relation to this matter. Okay, guys? More information will come from CONCACAF. So in the meantime, until further updates come from the Dominican Republic in relation to the Canada-Jamaica game, let's continue to spread positivity. Now, as we know, this summer, the Gold Cup will be in the United States. What else will be in the United States? Aston Villa's preseason tour will also be in the United States as well. Because remember, after the season, they will have some important games in the preseason. They'll come up against teams that play in the Premier League. And what Leon Bailey was saying is that coming up against teams that play within the Premier League is actually a good dress rehearsal for the season that lies ahead. So very delighted that he was able to make that point. And in relation to the Gold Cup, he said that Jamaica has a great team, great coach, great coaching staff, and he's excited about the Gold Cup. So it warms my heart to hear that. I'm very pleased about that. And he says that he also reflects about the 2019 Gold Cup, whereas that was his first Gold Cup for Jamaica, and the experiences that he had, making his debut against Honduras and playing in different cities in 2019, going on to the semifinals. And 2021, we know the group stages were in Florida, Orlando, Florida, and the quarterfinals was in another city. So he says that he feels that, the way the question was asked him was, how did he feel about representing the United States in the semifinals in 2019? His response was along the lines of, we want to go one step further than 2019. We want to go to the final this time around. So the ambition is there, and I'm sure that is the ambition of every player. So we should all be happy, because high ambitions, we're setting high targets, and now it's out to go out there and execute. So from that standpoint, you have to be pleased, you have to be happy based on the words that Leon Bailey has said, and we're very happy and want him to continue to do that. In terms of what 2022 offered, he scored against Honduras, and we know that was an important victory because it was the first time that Jamaica were winning a game at home in the final round of World Cup qualifying since 2001. The last time prior to that was against Trinidad and Tobago, where Tyrone Marshall scored from 35 yards out against Trinidad in that 1-0 victory, beating Shaka Hislop. And 21 years later, 2 decades on, here we are, where we defeated Honduras. And we know Leon Bailey also scored against Mexico at the office as well. In fact, all of Leon Bailey's goals have come in Jamaica. His first goal came against Antigua and Barbuda in the CONCACAF Nations League, the goal against Honduras, and also scored against Mexico as well. But not many people know this as well. Technically, his first goal for Jamaica would have come against Cayman Islands in a friendly, an under-22, under-23 friendly. It was a free kick, and it was amazing, amazing. To this day, I still get like goosebumps watching that goal. You know, when I was watching the video, you could hear Craig Butler saying, "That's my son, that's my son." It was honestly amazing watching that. Honestly, I hope you guys are able to find it. You know, Jamaica took on the Cayman Islands. I think the final score was 4-0 in that game, and Leon Bailey scored a free kick. Yeah, it's amazing, honestly, and brought back memories as well, because I lost my father when I was 17, and basically he was there for me when he and my mother was there for me when we won set play in 2010 as well. So it was great. So, and you hear Craig Butler saying, "That's my son, that is my son," and shouting and turn around to people in the stands. You know, that certainly is a memorable moment. And I know that one that Leon and Craig Butler will remember for years and years to come. So we're very happy about that. Absolutely thrilled about that. Let me take a few more comments before I continue along this line. Demario Malcolm says, "We're going to win the Gold Cup. Let's go, Kingston, Jamaica." Love the positivity, and that is exactly what we should be aiming towards, you know? So that is incredibly important from our standpoint, you know? Eddie Guna says, "Greetings." You know, Eddie, I was saying it a moment ago. I think possibly a scenario could be a share of the points. Jamaica get a point and Canada gets a point, and we look ahead to Friday where the Jamaicans tackle the American outfit. Because remember, what's going to happen now is that you have tomorrow, which will be the other matches in the other group: Costa Rica against Puerto Rico and Mexico against the Dominican Republic. Today, it was supposed to be Canada, Jamaica, and USA, Panama. If you share the points, Canada 1 point, Jamaica 1 point, USA 1 point, Panama 1 point. We're going to Friday now with Panama taking on Canada at 2 o'clock, and at 5 o'clock, Jamaica against the United States. I know, 5 o'clock is also a big day in Jamaica as well, as Harborview battles Dunbeholden in the third place playoff of the Link Cup. Yeah. The Dominican Republic takes on Costa Rica, and Puerto Rico takes on Mexico on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Jamaica takes on Panama at 2 o'clock, while in 5 o'clock, it'll be the United States against Canada as well. The semifinals will be next week, Thursday. And of course, the third place playoff and final will be June 3. So that's what we have in terms of looking forward. CONCACAF will let us know, and the officials will give further updates in relation to the situation with the weather and how all of that will transpire. So we look forward to further updates to see how that matter will go. So that's what we can look forward to. I know a lot of rain in the Dominican Republic, and I know the players are just chomping at the bit to go out on the field, you know. So that's the situation that we've had for quite some time, you know. So that's the situation there. There's been a couple of delays. It was supposed to be 3:25 Jamaica time, and then 4:30 Jamaican time, and then 5 o'clock Jamaica time. But here we are now, 4:20, 5:20 Jamaica time, and yeah. But you know, that's what I'll say. You know, so that's the situation there. So that's the situation there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the situation. You know. Indeed. Yep. That's where we are at this point in time. We have to be patient about that, but well, let's go back to talk a little bit about Leon Bailey a bit. Shamar Gordon says, "Of Simon." Water polo. So to wrap up the point with Leon Bailey, when he spoke about the Gold Cup, he spoke about the importance to him, why it's a big tournament for him, and how optimistic he is of Jamaica's chances because of the team that we currently have. And he says that it is outstanding, and we are looking forward to the future that lies ahead in terms of the Gold Cup. And he mentioned a point about semifinals 2019. We want to go one step further, 2023 and to win the entire thing. So he's optimistic, he's positive, and so should we as well. So hopefully you guys are reassured by it, and it gave you all the necessary encouragement that you need from this sort of standpoint. All right, guys. In another video, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the under 20 in terms of the reggae girls, under 20 reggae girls, what this result means. So you guys can look out for that quite shortly. Okay, guys. So that is the situation there. Yep, Andy Bailey, the situation is in relation to the delay. The delay of the game is the situation there, and the match has not started yet. But once there's further updates, if play is abandoned, if play is suspended, if there is a share of the points, I will let you know. All right. So that is something for you to be aware about. But yep, that stream, that thing will be used. So we can look forward to that. All right, guys. So that's what I want you guys to be aware about. If you guys haven't already, I encourage you, hit the like button. Okay, guys? Hit the like button right away. And after you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button. Okay, guys? Hit the like button and then hit the subscribe button. Pembroke Pines, Florida locked in. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I wish her all the best, Mr. Galaxy. I wish her all the best. So Canada, Jamaica, no teams are on the field. There is some water that has dried on the left-hand side of the field, but on the right-hand side of the field, it is heavily waterlogged. Personally, I wouldn't have an issue if it is a share of the points, Jamaica, Panama, and also Jamaica, Canada, and Panama, USA. I wouldn't have an issue if it's a share of the points, but whatever decision that is made by the officials, we'll take it and progress forward. Okay, so that is what I'll say from that sort of standpoint. So to summarize things from the preamble that I made mention about, Leon Bailey looked ahead to the Premier League Summer Series, and also in relation to the Gold Cup, he spoke about his excitement and also spoke about how thrilled he is about how happy he is at Aston Villa and the situation, as we know, playing under Unai Emery, the Gold Cup for Jamaica as well, and what that means as well. So I'm happy and hopeful that this was encouraging to you guys and continues for you to be positive. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Please, guys, hit the like button. All right. I'm encouraging you. Please, for me, hit the like button. Let's get this video over 100 likes. Okay, straight ahead. And then hit the subscribe button. I think that's a quite simple thing to do, a straightforward thing to do. Okay, guys, there's still no further updates from CONCACAF in relation to the matter of the under 20 reggae girls, but future updates will be on that. Okay, and the next situation, I know you guys have been talking about Gold Cup squads and all of those things. Remember, that in relation to the final 23, that final 23 is not going to be until in the middle of June. So again, it's going to require patience. Okay, guys, patience. But trust me, everything will fall into place in time. All right, guys. So thank you very much for all your support. I greatly appreciate it. And if you guys haven't already, hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys Commentary right now. This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.